Balance is necessary after 70. The potential for unexpected costs, the threat of scams, and the uncertainty of health emergencies turn travel into a gamble that not every senior is prepared to take. Final thoughts. We've explored 5 major reasons why traveling after 70 presents unique challenges. Challenges that many older adults don't fully consider until they are dealing with them firsthand. However, does this mean seniors should stop traveling altogether? Not necessarily. With the right precautions, planning, and awareness, travel can still be a safe and enjoyable experience. Re-evaluating travel after 70. Is it worth the risk? From unexpected health crises to exhaustion, infections, injuries, and financial setbacks, travel can quickly shift from a pleasurable experience to an overwhelming challenge. While many see retirement as the perfect time to explore the world, the reality is that travel after 70 requires significantly more planning, caution, and awareness than it did in younger years. But does that mean seniors should give up on travel altogether? Not necessarily. It simply means that those over 70 need to rethink how they travel. Instead of enduring long-haul flights, packed itineraries, and destinations with limited medical access, opting for closer, safer, and more accessible locations can make a world of difference. Shorter trips, visits to familiar places, and destinations with good healthcare infrastructure can allow seniors to enjoy traveling without putting unnecessary strain on their bodies. Travel should add joy and enrichment to life, not create new health concerns that linger long after the trip has ended. If you or a loved one is considering traveling after 70, take a moment to evaluate the potential risks. Is your health stable enough to handle the journey? Do you have proper travel insurance to protect against medical or financial emergencies? Have you chosen a destination that aligns with your physical needs and comfort level? These may not be the most exciting questions to ask, but answering them honestly can help prevent unexpected complications. Ultimately, longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about maintaining quality of life, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding high-risk travel means staying healthier and safer, then it may be worth reconsidering before booking that next trip. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one key takeaway from this discussion. How do you plan to apply it in your own life? Your feedback keeps us motivated and helps us continue creating valuable content. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. It's the best way to support our mission of informing and inspiring others. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered if others still find you attractive? As time goes on, it's not uncommon to wonder if your looks are as appealing as they once were. But what you may not realize is that you're probably much more attractive than you think. Beauty is more than just youthful looks or full hair. It's something deeper, something that grows stronger with time, wisdom, and experience. There are clear signs that you're still incredibly attractive, even if you don't realize it. These signs aren't just about your appearance, but about the overall beauty that radiates from you, making others feel naturally drawn to you. Whether it's the way you confidently walk into a meeting room, or the way others react when you speak. Subtle signals from others are evidence of undeniable attractiveness. Let's explore 7 signs that you are still an attractive man. These factors will help you realize that your charm depends not only on your appearance, but also on how you make others feel when you are around them. 1. People often ask for your advice or help. One of the clearest signs that you're still attractive is when others frequently come to you for advice or assistance. While these requests may not always be directly related to your appearance, they show that you are someone others feel they can trust. Your experience and calmness are qualities that people, especially women, deeply appreciate. When you can solve problems confidently, easily, and wisely, it's a sign that your appeal goes beyond what's visible. You've probably been in situations where someone has sought your help, or you've unknowingly become a leader in everyday situations. This is evidence of the attraction that comes from qualities you may not even realize you have. 2. You receive compliments on your style and grooming. A man who takes care of his appearance will undoubtedly make an impression no matter his age. If you often receive compliments about your clothing, how you groom yourself, or even your posture, it's a sign that others see you as someone with appeal. Women in particular notice small details, like a well-fitted suit or a pair of clean shoes. These compliments aren't just polite remarks. They reflect that others genuinely feel impressed by your style and see it as a factor that makes you more attractive. Never dismiss these compliments, as they are proof of your charm. 3. Women often hold eye contact longer than usual. One of the most powerful ways to convey attraction is through eye contact. If you notice that women tend to maintain eye contact with you longer than usual, it's a sign that it's not a coincidence. Their gaze is a way of expressing admiration, curiosity, or simply interest. Pay attention the next time you catch a woman's gaze and notice if she holds it subtly before looking away. That's a signal that she's drawn to your confidence and aura. 4. Women are naturally drawn to you. One of the most obvious signs is the natural attraction you create when you enter a room. Your appearance doesn't always determine your appeal. It's the confidence, wisdom, and calmness you exude that makes the difference. Women, in particular, are easily attracted to a man who knows who he is and doesn't have to try hard to make an impression. Notice whether, when you walk into a room, people begin to pay more attention to you, or if you sense that you're effortlessly attracting attention without any effort. That's one of the signs that you possess a strong magnetic pull. 5. You have a confident and relaxed demeanor. A confident yet relaxed demeanor is one of the most attractive qualities in a mature man. When you move through life with self-assurance and composure, people will be drawn to you. This isn't about loud confidence. It's about a quiet self-assurance that makes people feel comfortable and respect you. Confidence isn't something you can fake. It's the result of a life lived in a way that helps you become who you are. Women will feel comfortable and more easily connect with you because of the calm strength you project. 6. You receive compliments on your physical health and fitness. Physical health and fitness are factors that can't be overlooked when discussing attraction. If you receive compliments about your health, physical fitness, or agility, it's a sign that you still have strong appeal. You don't need to be an athlete, but those around you will notice your endurance and vitality. Small details like walking with confidence, sitting up straight, or giving a firm handshake are signs that you have good health and self-assurance, qualities that everyone, especially women, find attractive. 7. Women laugh at your jokes. A sense of humor is one of the most attractive traits you can possess. If you notice women frequently laughing at your jokes, even if they're simple or a little corny, it's a clear sign that you make others feel comfortable and cheerful. When a woman laughs with you, it not only shows that you have a sense of humor, but it also demonstrates that you create a light, fun, and relaxed atmosphere that everyone finds appealing. Six colors that might make you look less radiant. After 65, have you ever worn an outfit, looked in the mirror, and felt like something was off, but couldn't quite figure out why? The truth is, the colors you wear have a bigger impact than you might think. Some shades can brighten your complexion and make you look radiant, while others may wash you out, make you appear tired, or even add years to your look. After the age of 65, the way colors interact with your skin changes. That means the shades you've loved for years might no longer be the most flattering. In this article, we'll explore 6 colors that may no longer enhance your appearance and explain why. Avoiding these shades could help you instantly look fresher, more youthful, and full of life. And don't worry, this isn't about restricting your personal style. On the contrary, it's about making smarter choices that highlight your natural beauty. Let's dive in. 1. Deep black has always been a symbol of elegance and sophistication. However, when worn close to the face, it may no longer be the ideal choice, especially for mature skin. Black absorbs light and creates shadows on the face, emphasizing wrinkles and making the skin look dull. This can make you appear more tired than you actually are. For example, Janet, 70, loved wearing black dresses for family gatherings. However, she noticed that they made her skin look dull and highlighted signs of aging. After taking advice from a fashion expert, she switched to neutral tones like charcoal gray or navy blue. Instantly, she noticed her face looked brighter and more youthful. You don't have to give up black entirely. Instead of wearing all black outfits near your face, opt for black pants, skirts, or accessories. Pairing black with lighter colors near your face will help you maintain an elegant look without losing your radiance. 2. Pure white. White is often associated with freshness and purity, but a stark, bright white can sometimes be too harsh for mature skin. As skin loses its natural glow, pure white can make you look washed out and highlight imperfections like age spots or wrinkles. Take Margaret, 73, for example. She loved wearing crisp white blouses and dresses, but over time, she noticed that bright white no longer flattered her complexion. After experimenting with softer shades like ivory, off-white, or light beige, she found that these hues made her skin look more radiant and full of life. If you love white, choose warmer tones like cream, ivory, or light beige. You can also add colorful accessories to balance the look. 3. Bright neon colors. Neon shades like hot pink, lime green, or electric orange are eye-catching, but they may not be the best choice for mature skin. These ultra-bright tones can overpower natural facial features, making the complexion look dull and unbalanced. Ellen, 68, used to love neon pink and lime green. However, she realized that these colors made her skin appear pale and lifeless. After switching to softer hues like pastel pink or muted green, her overall look became more harmonious and youthful. If you still love bold colors, consider incorporating them into accessories like scarves or handbags instead of main clothing pieces. 4. Dull beige and washed out browns. Beige and light brown are popular neutral colors, but they can sometimes make mature skin look washed out and lifeless. When worn too close to the face, they can make you look pale or older than you actually are. For instance, Carol, 75, noticed that her favorite beige sweaters made her face look tired. After experimenting with warmer tones like caramel or soft tan, she found that these shades gave her skin a brighter, healthier appearance. Instead of beige, try warmer neutrals like caramel, sand, or light golden tones. These will keep your look sophisticated while maintaining a radiant glow. 5. Dark purple and burgundy. Deep shades like dark purple and burgundy can create a luxurious feel, but they may also make the skin look pale, especially if your natural rosy undertones have faded over time. Diana, 72, loved wearing deep purple dresses. However, she eventually noticed that this color made dark circles and wrinkles more noticeable, making her look more tired. When she switched to lighter shades like lavender or rosy red, her complexion appeared much fresher and more vibrant. You don't have to give up these colors entirely, but try opting for softer versions like peachy pink, coral red, or pastel purple for a more youthful effect. 6. Yellow-green and ashy brown. Shades like yellow-green or dull, ashy browns can make the complexion look sickly and washed out. Earthy tones that are too muted can drain the life from your face. Lillian, 70, used to love olive green and mustard yellow. However, she noticed that these colors no longer complemented her skin. When she replaced them with fresher hues like soft jade green or warm olive, her appearance became noticeably brighter. If you love earthy tones, choose livelier shades like teal, moss green, or caramel brown to maintain a vibrant look. Final thoughts: choosing the right colors can help you look fresher, more radiant, and full of life. Instead of sticking to shades that might make you look less vibrant, try experimenting with softer, warmer tones that highlight your natural beauty. Have you tried changing the colors in your wardrobe? Share your experience in the comments below. Have you ever wondered if there are things you do in old age that others notice but never mention? The truth is, as we get older, certain habits and behaviors can make us seem unaware, unapproachable, or even less attractive to others. The tricky part? Most people are too polite to point them out, so you may never realize it. But here's the good news. Once you become aware of these habits, you can easily fix them. Making small adjustments allows you to present yourself with confidence, grace, and self-awareness. In this video, we'll uncover 6 common behaviors in older adults that often go unnoticed, but still leave an impression. These seemingly minor habits can impact how others see you, how they interact with you, and even how you feel about yourself. The best part? They're all fixable. With just a few simple changes, you can maintain a strong presence, stay socially engaged, and feel your best at any age. Stay with me until the end, because once you recognize these signs, you'll never look at aging the same way again. Not only will you gain insight into how others perceive you, but you'll also discover easy ways to stay sharp, stylish, and respected as you age. Now, let's dive in. Number 1, Neglecting personal grooming. One of the first things people notice, but rarely mention, is when someone stops taking care of their personal grooming. As we get older, it's easy to overlook small details, like trimming nails, keeping hair tidy, or ensuring clothes are clean and fresh. The problem? These little things add up, making a person appear older, more tired, or even less approachable. Take Walter, for example, an 82-year-old who was once known for always looking sharp. Over time, he stopped trimming his eyebrows, let his hair grow unruly, and started wearing the same old shirt day after day. His family and neighbors noticed, but no one said anything. Then one day, Walter caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror and realized how much he had changed. That was his wake-up call. He got a haircut, shaved, and refreshed his wardrobe. Almost immediately, he felt better, stood taller, and noticed a more positive response from those around him. When grooming starts to slip, it's not just about appearance. It affects how others perceive your energy and confidence. Research shows that when people feel well-groomed, they naturally carry themselves with more poise, making them appear more engaged and vibrant. On the other hand, unkempt hair, overgrown nails, or neglected skincare can unintentionally make someone seem older or less approachable than they truly are. So, what's the solution? Keep things simple. Regular haircuts, trimmed nails, and clean, well-fitted clothing can make a world of difference in how you present yourself. If skincare hasn't been a priority, a basic moisturizer and lip balm can prevent dryness and keep your skin looking refreshed. And for those who wear facial hair, keeping it neatly groomed can instantly enhance a polished, put-together look. You don't need to spend hours in front of the mirror. Just a little extra attention to personal grooming can help you look healthier, feel more confident, and leave a strong, positive impression. Number 2, speaking too loudly or interrupting conversations. A subtle but common issue that arises with age is a shift in communication habits. Many older adults unknowingly start speaking much louder than necessary or accidentally interrupt conversations. This often happens due to gradual hearing loss, which makes it harder to gauge voice volume. The tricky part? Most people won't point it out. Instead, they simply tolerate it while definitely noticing. Take George, for example, a 77-year-old who loves spending time with friends and family. Over time, he started raising his voice more and more, sometimes cutting people off mid-sentence without realizing it. His loved ones noticed, his friends noticed, but no one wanted to embarrass him. Then one evening at a gathering, he sensed that people were subtly backing away when he spoke. That was his wake-up call. After getting his hearing checked and making a conscious effort to adjust his volume, he noticed an immediate difference. Conversations felt more natural, and people seemed more at ease around him. Hearing loss tends to creep up gradually, and many people don't realize how much it affects their speech. But when someone frequently interrupts, talks over others, or speaks too loudly, it can come across as overbearing or even dismissive. Conversations should feel like a natural exchange, not a battle for airtime. So, what can you do? Start by observing how people react when you speak. If you notice others leaning away, lowering their own voices, or struggling to get a word in, it might be time to adjust your volume. If you suspect hearing loss, a simple hearing test can help you regain better control over your speech. Additionally, making a conscious effort to pause, listen, and allow others to finish their thoughts creates a more balanced and engaging conversation. Speaking at a natural volume and leaving room for back-and-forth discussion makes social interactions smoother and more enjoyable for everyone. And here's the best part. When you communicate with awareness and confidence, people will want to engage with you more, not less. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, drop a number 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. Hit the bell so you don't miss out on future content. Your support helps us continue creating valuable videos to inform and inspire you. Now let's move on. Number 3, wearing outdated or ill-fitting clothes. As we age, it's easy to overlook our wardrobe. Many older adults stick to the same outfits for years, sometimes out of comfort, habit, or simply because fashion no longer feels like a priority. The issue? Clothes send a message, whether we realize it or not. Wearing faded, stretched out, or outdated clothing can unintentionally make someone look older and less put together, even if they feel great inside. Take Harold, for example, an 80-year-old who once took pride in his style. Over time, though, he stopped paying attention to his wardrobe, defaulting to loose, worn-out clothes that had lost their shape. His family noticed, his friends noticed, but no one wanted to say anything. They still loved him, but they found themselves avoiding long conversations, knowing it would likely turn into a list of complaints. Then one day, his grandson asked, "Grandpa, is there anything you actually enjoy these days?" That question hit him hard. It made him realize he had been focusing too much on the negatives and not enough on the good things in life. The truth is, negativity is contagious. Even small, frequent expressions of frustration can shift the mood of those around us, making interactions feel heavy. People naturally gravitate toward positivity, not because they expect perfection, but because uplifting conversations are more enjoyable. This doesn't mean ignoring real issues. It's about balance. Adding something positive, hopeful, or lighthearted to conversations can make a big difference. So, what can you do? Practice awareness. Start paying attention to how often you bring up complaints or criticism. If it's happening often, challenge yourself to shift the focus. Instead of saying, "Things were so much better in my day," try saying, "Things were different in my day, but I'm curious how this new way works." Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, look for something interesting, humorous, or insightful in each situation. People enjoy being around those who make them feel good, inspired, or engaged in meaningful conversations. The goal isn't to suppress your thoughts, but to create a balance between concerns and appreciation. When you do, people won't just enjoy talking to you. They'll seek out your company because your presence feels uplifting rather than draining. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, drop a number 4 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the bell so you don't miss any future content. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful videos to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on. Number 5, ignoring posture and body language. One of the most subtle yet noticeable signs of aging is how you carry yourself. Over time, it's easy to develop habits like slouching, shuffling when walking, or maintaining a closed-off stance. The issue, communication isn't just about words. People pick up on body language, and posture plays a huge role in how others perceive you. A slouched posture, slow movements, or avoiding eye contact can unintentionally make someone appear frail, disengaged, or lacking confidence, even if that's not how they feel inside. Take Eleanor, for example, an 83-year-old who had always been independent and active. Yet over time she noticed that people kept offering her extra assistance, even when she didn't need it. Strangers assumed she was weaker than she actually was, and her family began treating her as fragile. She couldn't understand why, until she saw a recent photo of herself. In it, her shoulders were rounded, her arms were crossed, and her back was slightly hunched. That's when it clicked. Her posture was sending the wrong message. Determined to change this, she started focusing on standing up straighter, walking with more intention, and maintaining eye contact. The result? People's attitudes toward her shifted. They treated her with more respect, as an equal rather than someone in need of constant help. The truth is, posture affects perception. Studies show that people with strong, open body language are seen as more confident, energetic, and even younger. Slouching can make you look more tired, while standing tall signals strength and vitality. Even small details, like keeping your hands visible instead of crossing your arms, can make a difference in how engaging and approachable you seem. So, what can you do? Start with small adjustments. Pay attention to how you sit, stand, and walk throughout the day. A simple trick? Imagine a string pulling you upward from the top of your head. This naturally aligns your spine without feeling forced. When walking, lift your feet fully rather than shuffling. During conversations, face people directly, maintain comfortable eye contact, and use small hand gestures to keep interactions dynamic. How you carry yourself shapes how others see you, whether they perceive you as lively and confident or distant and disengaged. With a few mindful changes, you can instantly appear more present, capable, and approachable without saying a single word. Number 6, bad breath or body odor. One of the most uncomfortable topics to discuss, but also one of the first things people notice, is unpleasant breath or body odor. The reality is, as we get older, our sense of smell naturally declines, which means we might not notice subtle changes in our own body odor or breath. Factors like medication, diet, and even dehydration can contribute to the issue, but most people will never mention it. Instead, they might unconsciously keep their distance or cut conversation short without explanation. Take Frank, for example, a 78-year-old who was always the center of attention at gatherings. He loved catching up with old friends, but over time, he noticed people weren't standing as close to him as they once did. His neighbor, who used to chat for hours, now seemed eager to wrap up conversations quickly. It wasn't until his daughter gently suggested a new mouthwash and encouraged him to drink more water that he realized what was happening. A few simple adjustments, like staying hydrated, chewing sugar-free gum, and using a more effective deodorant, made a noticeable difference. Suddenly, people leaned in closer again, interactions felt more natural, and his confidence returned. The truth is, dry mouth is one of the leading causes of bad breath, and it becomes more common with age. When the mouth doesn't produce enough saliva, bacteria build up, leading to persistent odors. Similarly, changes in metabolism and digestion can cause body odor to shift over time. Even small habits, like wearing the same clothes too many times before washing them, can have an impact. So, what can you do? Stay proactive. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to keep your mouth hydrated, and chew sugar-free gum or suck on mints to stimulate saliva production. Using an alcohol-free mouthwash can help maintain fresh breath without causing dryness. For body odor, opt for breathable fabrics, shower regularly, and rotate between different deodorants to prevent your body from adjusting to one formula. Don't forget the importance of fresh clothing. Washing bed sheets, scarves, and hats more frequently than you think is necessary can make a huge difference. The bottom line? Good hygiene isn't just about personal comfort. It's about how others experience your presence. A few mindful adjustments can ensure that when you enter a room, people feel drawn to you rather than unconsciously stepping away. Final thoughts. Now that we've gone through these 6 subtle but important habits, take a moment to reflect. The way we carry ourselves, communicate, and take care of daily routines has a huge impact on how others perceive us, whether we realize it or not. But here's the great news. Every one of these habits is completely fixable. Small adjustments, like staying on top of personal grooming, being mindful of how we engage in conversations, updating our clothing choices, balancing our outlook, improving posture, and maintaining good hygiene, can have a powerful effect on both our confidence and the way others interact with us. Maybe you recognized one or two of these habits in yourself. That's completely okay. The key isn't to feel discouraged, it's to feel empowered. The fact that you're here learning and thinking about these things shows that you care about staying sharp, confident, and engaged in life. Aging doesn't mean fading into the background. It's an opportunity to refine who we are and how we present ourselves. With just a little effort, you can continue to command respect, build meaningful connections, and feel great every single day. Thank you for spending your time with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one insight you've gained from this video and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts matter, and we always appreciate your feedback. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating valuable content for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have you ever considered whether traveling after 70 is still a good choice? While visiting new places and experiencing different cultures can be exciting, there are significant risks that many seniors don't fully realize until they encounter them firsthand. As we age, our bodies and minds change in ways that can make travel more exhausting, unpredictable, and even hazardous. Some may believe they can maintain the same pace they did in their younger years. But the truth is, after 70, travel introduces unique challenges that can turn a once-dreamed vacation into a stressful or even dangerous experience. In this video, we'll highlight 5 key reasons why travel after 70 carries risks. From unexpected health emergencies to hidden financial traps that can deplete your savings, these challenges are important to understand before planning a trip. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of why extra caution is necessary when traveling at this stage in life and what steps you can take to ensure a safer journey. Be sure to stay until the end, as the last point on our list addresses a risk that many seniors overlook. Yet, it's one of the most common ways people lose money, time, and peace of mind while traveling. Now, let's begin. Number 1, increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the biggest concerns for seniors traveling after 70 is the higher likelihood of sudden health complications. As we get older, our bodies become less predictable, and conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory issues can quickly turn into emergencies. At home, getting medical care is straightforward, but when traveling, especially in an unfamiliar location or foreign country, accessing the right treatment can be much more difficult. A minor health issue that would be easily managed at home can escalate into a serious, even life-threatening situation when you're far from your regular doctor and healthcare system. For many seniors, the risk of a medical emergency isn't just a possibility, it's a real concern. Long flights, for example, can raise the risk of blood clots, also known as deep vein thrombosis, DVT. High altitudes can put extra stress on the heart and lungs, particularly for those with existing health conditions. Even seemingly minor issues like dehydration or heat exhaustion can become more severe when traveling to an unfamiliar climate. Additionally, seniors are more susceptible to infections, meaning exposure to new bacteria and viruses in different environments can lead to unexpected illnesses. Take the case of James, a 74-year-old who had always enjoyed exploring new destinations. He and his wife planned a 2-week cruise, believing it would be a low-impact way to travel. However, on the 4th day, he suddenly developed severe chest pain. The ship's medical team offered basic care, but he required hospitalization immediately. Since they were in the middle of the ocean, he had to wait for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port, delaying his treatment by hours. Thankfully, he survived, but the experience was traumatic. What should have been a relaxing trip turned into a frightening ordeal, one he later admitted could have been avoided with better preparation. Another major concern is medical insurance. Many seniors assume their regular health coverage extends internationally, only to discover too late that they aren't covered for treatment in another country. Without proper travel insurance, hospital visits, emergency surgeries, and even routine medications can lead to overwhelming out-of-pocket expenses. Some seniors have had to pay thousands of dollars just to receive the care they needed while abroad. So, what can you do to stay safe? If you're over 70 and planning a trip, consult your doctor beforehand. Get a thorough health evaluation, discuss any potential risks, and ensure you have all necessary medications on hand. Research the healthcare system in your destination, and if traveling internationally, invest in comprehensive travel insurance that covers emergency medical evacuations and hospital stays. When it comes to your health, preparation can mean the difference between a smooth, enjoyable journey and a serious medical crisis. Taking care of your health is one of the most important ways to continue enjoying life after 70. However, while medical risks are a significant concern, they aren't the only factor that can make travel dangerous. Number 2, higher exposure to infections and contaminants. One of the most frequently overlooked dangers of traveling after 70 is the increased risk of exposure to germs, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Crowded airports, packed airplanes, public transportation, and unfamiliar dining establishments create environments where bacteria and viruses can thrive. For younger travelers, a minor cold or stomach issue may be nothing more than a brief annoyance. However, for seniors, these infections can lead to serious complications, hospitalizations, or long-term health setbacks. A single trip can expose an older adult to more pathogens than they might typically encounter over several months at home, and in some cases, their immune system may not be strong enough to combat them effectively. As we age, our immune defenses naturally weaken, making it more difficult to recover from infections. Respiratory illnesses, in particular, pose a significant risk to older adults. Research shows that seniors are more vulnerable to complications from the flu, pneumonia, and even common colds, especially when exposed to unfamiliar strains in new environments. Air travel presents a unique challenge, as airplanes are often filled with passengers seated in close proximity, breathing in recycled air for extended periods. With people from all over the world passing through airports daily, travelers can easily come into contact with viruses that their bodies have never encountered before. Food and water safety is another critical concern. Many travelers look forward to sampling new dishes abroad, but for seniors, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking techniques can cause digestive discomfort. Foodborne illnesses such as norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can affect older adults much more severely, potentially leading to prolonged sickness, dehydration, and a weakened immune system. Additionally, while locals may have developed immunity to certain bacteria in their water supply, visitors do not have the same protection. Something as simple as drinking tap water or consuming raw vegetables washed in untreated water can result in severe gastrointestinal infections. Public restrooms, hotel rooms, and rental cars are other common areas where germs can accumulate. Many people assume that if a place looks clean, it must be safe. But surfaces like doorknobs, seatbelts, and tray tables are not always disinfected as thoroughly as they should be. Seniors who use mobility aids like canes or walkers face an even greater risk as they frequently come into contact with public surfaces for support. So, how can older travelers stay protected? If avoiding travel isn't an option, taking additional precautions is crucial. Wearing a mask in crowded areas, washing hands regularly, and carrying hand sanitizer can help minimize the risk of picking up harmful bacteria and viruses. Sticking to bottled or filtered water, avoiding raw foods in unfamiliar locations, and opting for well-cooked meals can reduce the chance of foodborne illnesses. For those traveling abroad, getting recommended vaccines and bringing essential medications for stomach or respiratory issues is highly advisable. Maintaining good health while traveling is possible, but it requires careful planning, awareness, and a strong immune system. However, health risks aren't the only factor to consider. There's another challenge that can turn travel into more of a burden than an enjoyable experience. This issue doesn't just affect physical well-being, but also impacts finances and overall peace of mind. If you're still watching this video and finding this information useful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're engaged. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support allows us to keep producing valuable content to keep you informed and inspired. Now, let's continue. Number 3, travel fatigue and recovery challenges. Traveling may seem exciting, but for those over 70, the physical strain can be much greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, irregular schedules, and extended periods of walking can lead to deep exhaustion that isn't as easy to recover from as it once was. Unlike in younger years, when a good night's rest could restore energy, older adults often find that fatigue lingers for days or even weeks after a trip. When the body is exhausted, everything else is affected. Immune function weakens, coordination declines, and the risk of illness or injury significantly increases. One of the most common challenges seniors encounter while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy hotels, or adjusting to different time zones can make it extremely difficult to get quality rest. Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling fatigued. It impairs cognitive function, lowers immune defenses, and even raises the risk of heart issues. Research has shown that older adults traveling across multiple time zones often need more time to recover, meaning jet lag can persist far longer than anticipated. This prolonged exhaustion can turn what should be a joyful trip into a draining ordeal, leaving travelers feeling worn out rather than refreshed. Then there's the issue of physical discomfort. Sitting for extended periods on a plane, bus, or train can result in stiff muscles, swollen joints, and an elevated risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation problems, prolonged travel can cause lingering discomfort that lasts well beyond the trip itself. Even upon arrival, the physical demands of sightseeing, handling luggage, and keeping up with a packed itinerary can quickly become overwhelming. What begins as an exciting journey can soon feel like a test of endurance. Take, for example, Richard, a 75-year-old who had always been passionate about travel. After retiring, he and his wife eagerly planned a 2-week trip abroad, expecting it to be just as enjoyable as their past vacations. However, after a 10-hour flight, navigating a busy airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt completely drained before the trip had even begun. By the second day, he struggled with long walks, had difficulty staying attentive during tours, and found himself needing frequent breaks. By the time he had finally adjusted,